I cannot be held responsible or accountable for everyone's actions. I can only be responsible or accountable for mine. It's my fault. I treated you like you was us, like you was with us on those corners or with me on that bus. Poured you loyalty and love. I told you fill your cup. Fix you another plate. Did you get enough? Where I'm from, it's seldom you find someone you trust. I knew better. My loyalty is my Achilles. How I'm raised, you put your hands on me.
No, not my phone.
Hell no, nigga. Yo, you recording, baby? All right, yo, check it. Yeah. This is Ricky.
Yo, this Shane.
This is Siobhan.
Yo, this is Castle.
We are Culture Business. Yo, cut that shit.
He's such an R&B dude.
We're going to have a food section and a karaoke section.
Right.
I love R&B.
You should have a karaoke.
Weekend ass nigga, man. Anyways.
Okay, you every
How was your weekend? How was your weekend?
How
How was your weekend,
My weekend
goddamn?
was shit because I was hanging with you. Nigga.
Wait, y'all had a boys' night?
I was going to the hookah lounge and I said,
One of our favorite
let me
listeners.
ask Ricky if he wanted to go.
Fun. That was
Saturday?
fun.
Yeah.
Look, if they didn't hit you.
One of our favorite listeners.
Oh.
Brandon.
You guys all went? It was a guy's night?
Yeah.
That's fun.
It was a cool, chill night. It was alright.
Fun.
Houston beat the Warriors, which I was happy
What
about.
night was that?
Saturday.
Fun. So,
That's all you did?
I went to Chuck E. Cheese yesterday.
you always have some kids.
When you got a 2-year-old,
I know, they got no choice.
And a lot of kids invited to shit, I gotta go.
That's fun.
We I had so many goddamn tickets.
That's funny. You probably had a good old time.
I did. I enjoyed myself.
That Chuck E. Cheese used to be good when it first came out.
And there wasn't that many kids there, so I ain't had to fight nobody kids.
Ooh, I hate Chuck E. Cheese.
I hate that shit too, but I had fun.
Did you go to the one in Harlem or the one?
Yeah,
out
we
there?
went
With the one that was beefing at?
We went to the HUD one.
Oh, shit.
You got to the one all the way after.
I had the strap.
Good, alright.
He'd be like, Castle,
Put
fuck,
my
I'm
strap
about to
out on
pop
some
the
little
trunk.
ass kid. I don't care.
So what'd you do, Ricky?
What did I do?
Yeah, bum.
I did.
Yo, Ricky actually came to the hookah lounge with a nice outfit on. I could not talk shit about it.
Oh my
You thought that
god.
red jacket was like an R&B singer?
I thought it was a decent outfit. It
No,
wasn't.
you was looking right though.
It wasn't
But
his grandpa's.
You reminded me of dude from
I wish your J's wasn't so tight, dude.
It's Jade.
Them shits was
you
laced up
reminded me
like
of the dude
that.
from the fucking the shit before
Why,
he made
Ricky?
the
Why
video.
you let them do you like this? Every
I just wish they wasn't so. They look like they was
Like one
tight
of the
as
extras
hell
from
on
Day
his feet.
26 or something.
Oh shit! I wasn't gonna go that far.
Yo, why the fuck? What the? Yo, I can't
You was
win for
looking right.
losing.
You was looking
You was
right
looking
though.
right.
You had a members only jacket?
What? No.
What are you talking about?
I didn't have a members only jacket.
They're cool now.
She didn't see the picture?
I don't know.
I'll
It's on IG.
Okay, I'll look at it.
I was with my sister.
No,
My day
it
one.
was a dope outfit.
I'm about to look it up.
That's my sister. My day
Yeah,
one.
do that right here.
Yummy.
Oh yeah, that is like a members only. Where were you at, Savoy?
Yeah.
I be knowing my spots.
Yeah, my
That
sister.
little background,
Yo, listen.
like,
I'm gonna tell you something. My sister friend.
Bye, Rick.
She was cold in a
right,
mo-
Casa,
oh
what you
my
do this week?
Oh
god.
my god,
I didn't
bye.
do shit.
What?
I actually didn't do shit.
Yo, you gonna cut me off on my
They cut
shit?
you
I
off.
don't care.
All right. See this shit? Fucked up.
Yeah, I ain't do nothing. Y'all get it.
Word.
Yeah, that was it.
Nice.
All right, so shit.
Oh well,
Siobhan,
I know
the
what
fuck
else
you
Ricky
do?
did. Ricky was sending and emojis and shit all weekend.
Oh, are those ones he sends us on the group?
Yeah.
Put time on, nigga. Don't
Little
worry about
ass,
shit.
grow up,
I'm a big kid.
grow up. Cause
Why can't I be?
Yeah,
a
he
kid?
got mad.
Yo,
'cause I
I'm
ain't listened to
single.
none
I
of
can
them.
be a kid.
What you
Again.
being single got to do with our group chat?
That means I can be a kid and
That ain't
just
got
do
nothing to
shit.
do with our group chat.
I'm not a.
Keep it out the group chat.
That's fine.
This is
Why you can't
business.
send the picture of your actual face? That
You know you
have
can
in
make
the
a bit
shit?
emoji of your own that looks
I got
like you.
a raw
would
bit
respect
emoji.
that a lot.
Do
more.
that. People
Yeah.
make those
I
of
got a
themselves.
raw joke.
I'm gonna
Show
make a
how
bit.
to-
Of, hey baby,
Your daughter
I'm gonna have my
will
daughter.
show
I'm gonna have my
Show
daughter.
him how to
baby.
make a bit emoji of himself. So why you
Ooh.
didn't ask me what I did for my weekend?
I was
He
about
in there, he in
to.
Oh,
there.
y'all care?
Nah,
Oh,
you probably
shit.
did some
She-
shit that out there.
No, I know. Yo, hold on. She was like, Friday, I'm with the girls. Saturday, I'm with the girls.
I know. I
You got
had
the
a
fuzzy
good time.
shit?
Yeah,
that's
What new
the-
restaurant do you go to? I need to know.
Yeah. What
Where
restaurant
did I
you go
go
to?
to?
Where the food at?
Oh my God, JT's Italian Bistro. Did you see that food that I had on Thursday?
Oh my god.
Holy moly!
Yo, you gotta start sharing
Yo,
your location.
JT's is right at
I was
Elmwood.
going to
and,
take me to Pandora's on Thursday to get
oh
a
my God,
fucking
we do
drink.
need to go.
Who
there.
said we was going on?
Nigga, you go. You
Thursday's the
work.
night to go.
Thursday night?
Thursday nights, Pandora's is lit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's too
I'm
lit.
coming,
Yeah,
ladies.
fuck about
Get-
that.
get
Get the strap.
But I did go to JT's. That
Me
was
too.
delicious. You should definitely take your wife there. It's so good.
You said JT's?
JT's Italian Bistro. It's right on Elmwood and Delavan. And that was on.
Wait,
That was my
my
friend
motherfucker
Alana's
check in
birthday.
there, or is it
Yeah, it
affordable?
was pricey, but my friend works there, and it was her birthday. So we got all this food, and we got half off. So we probably.
Well, we're going somewhere with
No,
Siobhan.
no. She don't
It was
invite
at her
nobody.
birthday. It was at her birthday. That can't be like. That's nigga shit. Oh,
Why?
bro, my friends. were
Yo,
all
yeah,
there.
we coming, nigga. We
You're
coming.
not worried about
No,
that.
we coming, nigga. Yo, listen. Yo,
It was for her
you see
birthday.
me.
She works there. She works there. It was for her birthday, so she invited us and was like, "Hey, come, we're gonna order all this food. We get half off." I was like, "Cool." That's what it was.
I get it.
But
Yo, you got,
Friday.
but hold on, but so listen, what you gotta do is you gotta finesse the situation. You gotta start introducing us one by one.
She can't fuck up her plug.
I know.
For
I
you?
ain't putting my plug.
Alright.
I got it. So then on Friday,
tried.
I went to the Curtis. Me and my friends were like, "Let's get cute and go to the Curtis." So we went to the
What's
rooftop.
the Curtis?
Curtis Hotel.
You ain't never been there?
Nah,
This is my
That
fucking
rotating
life. This building is my
motherfucking
life.
Jesus
bar?
Christ, you need to get out more.
I
Yo.
do.
You need to
I've
get
been
out
Yo,
more.
that rotating bar is
It's
sweet as
sweet.
fuck.
Sweet, right?
Yo, it's your man who we work for. We used to work for. His bar.
Croce.
Ah,
Yeah. He owns it. He owns it. I know. It's one of those things. Listen, my one friend was like, "Aren't we still banning going in there because they started this dress code thing? Like you couldn't get in. It's kind of like weird. It was sketchy,
Oh,
but
they got banned.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they
Yeah.
just black people were banning it. But I haven't been there since
They
the
was
summer, so I was
the
over
boycotting
it.
that shit?
I stopped the boycott. I went. But it's a cool ambiance. So we
Yeah,
had
it
some
is.
drinks there, and then by the time we had our drinks there, it's funny.
Who all went with you? Name them.
It was me,
Really?
Tristia, and Crystal.
All right.
And then
I know them all.
And then we
So
ended
what she
up
gotta?
we ended up going
You
over
gotta
to
shout them out.
My
Put his
girls.
dad hat on real quick.
Right. No, we ended up going over to Senior Tequila, which I haven't been to since the
What
summertime.
the fuck is that?
That's that place on Franklin. It's a little Mexican restaurant that they turn into a bar at night and like they like
Never heard
get a
of it.
DJ. It was a weird crowd, but it was
I need to like
packed.
take me in a bar crawl.
By the time we were in there and drank, we were lit.
That was Friday?
Yeah, Friday. We got lit in there. We got drunk.
So y'all went
I hadn't got drunk like
You
that
didn't
in
get
a
to
minute.
Saturday yet?
Yeah, it was on Friday.
Oh my god.
Yo, her
She
Friday
out
was
here
better
living.
than our whole weekend.
What? You know?
I'm living to sponsor your ass.
I know, right? Cause I'll be living. Nah. But,
Oh,
See,
oh.
I know.
Oh,
I
she has to
stopped.
stop. She has to
I
stop.
know.
Reg, get her ass, Reg.
I stopped.
Reg.
I'm not living single. That
Yeah.
was the song that just came to my head.
Huh?
But we had
Oh,
fun.
go ahead.
No, we had a good time. And then Saturday, I went to a kid's birthday party. I went about 2 hours late because I don't have a little kid and I didn't want to watch kids like open presents and stuff. So I'm just being honest.
Dude, that shit whack as hell.
I hate kid birthday parties.
Yo, my nigga, that shit is the wet.
They just
I
take a
know,
moment.
I know, but I
I
was
went to a
like-
party where they opened the gifts.
Yo,
No,
I
no.
will. I
But
bet.
this is my close friend's daughter's daughter, so it's her granddaughter. It was so cute though. She's so cute. It was cute. I just went a little late, but it ended up being right on time because they said they started late. So
Don't you hate that shit?
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
I'm going late with by 2 hours.
it's funny.
Oh,
'cause
you
she
get there
did-
like,
she
damn,
did.
nigga,
I
you
know,
just
we
now?
did.
This is a black people time.
They were on black people time. They weren't even black.
And I was about
That's
to
the
get in
funny
there.
part.
That's why I'm going to black people.
You know what? It wasn't even black people. It wasn't. It
That's
wasn't.
crazy.
shit.
Yo, you know what?
That's Puerto Rican though.
Once they taking that, they taking their
White
shit.
people are starting to go
You said
and
they're
Puerto
do
Rican,
what
they
black
black.
people should do.
Yeah,
That's
Puerto
how it
Rican.
come.
But it was Puerto Rican and white.
Oh, yeah.
So I did that. You know, I ended up walking up to Hardware on Saturday. I didn't plan on it. 'cause
You
I was
walked to
kinda hung up.
Hardware?
It's up a block away from my house.
It was windy as shit outside.
Saturday?
Saturday it wasn't.
Oh, I
Saturday
thought you
was
said
nice.
Sunday. My bad.
It was kind of nice. So my friends were up there. I was hungover all day Saturday for my Friday night. And I really planned on going to sleep, but my daughter threw a party.
Okay.
So I was upstairs in my room and the music wasn't stopping. So I wasn't supposed to be there. So I kind of was fucking up her shit.
You fucking up the vibe.
So I was like, damn, I guess I gotta go.
Your daughter was like, yo, she's fucking up the vibe.
So-
Just
She
get
was
around
like, no,
here.
my daughter was like, she's so funny. She's like, yo, she's like, how I'm about to have a rager. I was like, a rager? What the fuck is a
I do
rager?
like-
Yo, your daughter tells you you about to have a rager. You got to go.
How do I get invited to one of these
Yo,
parties? I'm her
honestly,
age.
I know, you should go. The shit was lit. I was like, stay home, leave. What do I do?
I do. I get
What's
invited
the funny
to
part
one
was
of
there's
these
kids
parties.
there.
Alexis, if you listening, invite me.
You probably knew everybody that was there.
Probably.
So anyway, I ended up meeting my friends up at Hardware, and I was late, but it was chill. I went in sneakers, like I didn't have to get dressed up or nothing. I only had like a drink or
Dude,
two.
how you don't really got a dress code, do they?
They
I
said the
hate-
figure
I
wouldn't
hate
wild when
that,
I'm in my
bro.
fresh
It used to be so cool back in the day. Then the kids your age came and fucked
Hey,
it up.
don't blame the
And
kids.
then
Now
now they got rid of the
Here's my
DJ.
age.
They got rid of the DJ in the back, so they only use the DJ in the front, which is usually
DJ
where I
in the
would
back.
stay anyway. I didn't used to hang out in the back.
Make that ass clap. Oh,
But
Why?
that was about it. I hate you. And Sunday,
You want to tell us about the rest of your weekend so you can stop blurting out these weird random shit?
no, because
I
I
think we should
promised.
start
I
a
promised a
topic.
friend. I promised a friend I wouldn't
We-
go
Alright,
there. No
first
more.
topic.
The first topic. What's up with Jussie?
Yo, I told y'all niggas 3 weeks ago that he was in some shit.
Okay, but I can't remember what I
This-
said.
listen,
Did I
this-
say I wasn't sure if I believed it or not? What did I
Y'all
say?
said
No, I said, don't say y'all, because she wasn't in it. I said, you can't convict a nigga until you get all the facts. If the investigation is still going on, how do you convict somebody?
I was telling you then. You should have
Okay.
fucking listened.
Okay, but the Nigerians niggas just said he paid them to train him.
Yeah, I'm really confused.
So what's going on now,
I was
bruh?
just gonna say that. Like, I've been confused.
It's so-
Every
this
other
story
day,
is so
it's
stupid. This
I don't
story
know
is
what
like,
to
it's-
believe. Honestly, I don't know what to believe anymore.
what more do you want from me?
Yo, Jesse was up there saying all type of shit on Good Morning America. It's the truth. I'm the gay Tupac.
I know, but
What?
I'm hating.
You ain't hear that shit?
That came out of his
That came out of his
Yeah.
mouth.
He was on Good Morning America saying that stuff. Like, he
Okay,
really.
Tupac, though?
Yo, look.
Too far. That's way too far.
Yeah.
So do you believe Jesse?
Honestly, I really don't care.
I don't
Fuck
know.
it. Do you believe Jesse? Do you need more proof?
Picasso definitely don't care.
I sent you some shit earlier about Jesse, right? I sent you all.
need more
Actually, I
proof.
hope he
You
gets.
did?
I hope he
Yeah.
gets 2 years for falsifying this shit.
I know.
Yeah, he needs to go.
Yes.
He's fucking up. We need to cancel his ass.
But you can't just say he need to go. It's so many. So if he needs to go, so every female that claimed they've been raped and
Yes.
they haven't been raped needs to go,
Yes.
which is a lot.
Yes.
Every
Even a female saying that they got their ass
Double time.
Yeah, anybody that's falsely said anything
Mandatory
needs to
5
be
years
charged.
mandatory 5 year. You need to do 5, and then plead to 2.5.
And I think
Do
this-
your 2.5.
Judge.
And I think the motherfuckers that's doing this Michael Jackson shit need to get charged.
Hold on, wait, nigga.
They need to be charged because they already testified and said nothing happened. Now you reneging. Give me all your books, nigga.
5 years. 5 years.
Yo, I think 5 years would be if they gonna plead to 2.5, but you gotta do 2.5. Like it's like you gotta take 2.5.
I want
I'm
them.
fine.
You gotta take 3,
in
bro.
my court. 5 years, nigga.
Casa
Go sit down.
throwing a book
Go sit
at him.
down.
Take that.
We consider it after 4.5.
Yo. So y'all, that's where we at with Jesse.
I'm just saying.
I think-
I don't know what
Jesse-
to believe personally.
It's yeah,
You know?
it's too much shit going on.
I'm
out
not
there.
gonna say originally I believed it. Then it made me not believe it. Now the Nigerians said that they were trained. It was for training. I don't know what to believe anymore. So I just can't even comment.
I mean, the shit was for training.
Yeah, he said he wrote them out a
Yeah, for personal training.
$3,500 check, $3,500
That's probably
check
about
for
right.
personal training.
So why is you reporting a fucking exercise?
No, the police said that they
Because
first
they
said
picked
that
them up saying that
they
they
gave him a check for $3,500.
that basically
No, but
they-
he said the Nigerian dude said it was supposed to be a training exercise. They were supposed to.
But they said that after the fact that he was already being charged with falsifying. Like,
Nah, fuck that. That nigga get 5 years now. Fuck 2.
I think the Nigerians should be charged too.
I think everybody should be charged.
No,
But Jesse,
the Nigerian gets 6 months for whooping his ass, and then Jesse.
but they
gets
said,
fucking
oh no,
shit
nigga,
up.
no. They said Jesse whipped his own ass. He did the chick off of with Martin Lawrence.
Oh, thin line.
Thin Line.
He was saying this stuff with oranges and shit.
Bah!
honestly all the memes.
If that's true, then that nigga get 10 years. Fuck that.
Yo, straight up,
He get an extra 5. But
straight up,
I don't get it.
straight up. He doing 10 hard.
I honestly don't have
Pause.
an opinion about it. It just don't care.
Got no opinion.
I
Because
think this shit funny.
it's not putting no money in my pocket.
You know what? Next fucking topic.
Yeah.
Dog. You just
You
going with
still
the
laugh
shit.
at this shit.
I know, you ain't even laughing.
I mean-
Homie the clown or something, do something, nigga. Shit. Anyways, R. Kelly got the 10 counts. We knew this was coming.
We do. I don't even want to really hash on this too long because he got it.
Yo,
I got an opinion about this.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm glad this motherfucker.
That nigga ain't got $1 million to get out of
He
jail.
got out today.
He did?
Yeah, I'm still glad they about to throw the book at him. I hope they throw the book at
Actually
him.
got solid evidence this time. Though.
Right.
Yo,
I still don't see how he beat that first one.
that nigga R. Kelly's
When
nasty.
even if the little girl said it's not her, you still got a video.
Right.
How do you beat that?
You don't go to jail. Bye.
Do not collect
Yo.
$200.
Yo, you know what?
He probably handed somebody.
Did y'all see the meme I put on my IG with Robert Kraft, R. Kelly, Jesse Smollett?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
and
the
the
hangover
jail
shit.
My G, yo,
I just
that was
saw
the
that.
funniest shit I've
Shit
seen.
funny as hell.
Robert Kraft?
I seen a
Wait,
meme.
hold on. Did
I
that
seen a
post
meme
that
that
Robert
said,
Kraft put was that shit real? Was that really him?
Hell yeah, that was really him.
He posted some shit where like pretty much was saying like, well, I gotta get it done. Like, have you ever did some shit with that many rings on your hand or some shit?
Oh no, that ain't not that
Or,
one.
or how?
He just said somebody posted for him.
I seen a meme that said the talent show in Chicago jail about to be lit this year.
Yo, no, what was the one with the dude?
No, what was the real shit that he posted? Hold on.
No, what was the one where he said where the meme? It was like, imagine you being the number one talent in the jail.
Oh,
and
6 years running R.
6 years.
Kelly show.
Funny as hell. I don't know, man. That shit good. But yo, besides that, I mean, we hit Robert. Man, yo, did y'all think about it? Robert Kelly. Yeah.
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly. Robert Kelly. Robert Kraft.
Yeah.
I didn't think about their names.
Double R.
Oh wow.
Think about it.
What does it mean, Rick?
I'm just saying, like double R. Remember, like the double R back in the day.
They got also in the
and
same
them?
jail with Bill Cosby. It'd be a hell of a party.
Oh, that'll be hell. So we got these Jello pudding pops.
Yo, this nigga did not just.
Oh my god.
And then you put the jello pudding up in the bowl.
Oh shit, no.
Don't
Yo, listen.
Spanish fly.
Oh. Next topic. Yo, get us off. Pause. Get us off, yo. Get us off. El Chapo.
They getting a retrial.
Yo, he gonna kill everybody.
Forever
He's
legend.
getting a retrial.
Yo, he gonna kill
And
everybody.
your man Trump said Chapo gonna pay for the war.
No,
What?
El Chapo gonna kill
They got 50,
everybody.
They got 50
Can
mil.
we
of his money.
impeach him already? What the fuck? What does he have to do?
Bro, just-
Agent Orange is not fucking around. This wall's getting built. It's already like 3/4 of the way built.
Dude, there's already been walls built and they've been under them and over them and through them.
Right.
It's like a football line,
Right.
dog.
We
Yo,
can figure it
but
out.
here's the thing. Yo, think about this shit for a second. El Chapo get a retrial?
Yeah.
That woman that was on trial.
She already got a hit on her.
Oh, she going down.
She had a hit on her before she even testified.
Literally.
My man, did you see my man he was coming out with his hands? He was like, I'm getting out, nigga.
Animal?
Yeah, I'm getting out.
And they talking about they gonna use his money to build the wall. That little bit of that.
Do we
50
think that they should
dude,
do that?
That
The
little
government should
50
do that?
mil ain't gonna hurt El Chapo at all.
How we gonna get a wall?
Yo, he coming home like Meek Mill.
They gonna build that shit with Legos?
Listen.
Yo, he coming home like Meek Mill. He getting out of the chopper.
And
He
then
gonna be skipping out.
He gonna be skipping out, looking around with the BDBs in his head.
and his first man gonna have Shorty head in a box for me.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
it's
I'm
coming.
telling you, she gonna get some type. It's gonna be disgusting
Yo.
how they gonna do her.
That movie gonna be crazy. The El Chapo shit on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that shit gonna be crazy.
I forgot that.
What?
Yeah.
You think about
But they
it.
bring the
Think
movie
about
on top
it.
of the show that they already put on?
I-
No,
That's what
I'm
I'm
just
saying.
saying. Think
There's
about
like
it.
8 Hell Chapels.
Right.
This
This
is
nigga is so notorious.
I know there's like.
I say him and Pablo Escobar. They got.
Yeah, that Pablo Escobar shit.
section on
Did y'all
that shit.
seen it? Did you watch the Pablo Escobar?
Remember
Which
the girl?
one?
What's that woman? There was a woman too.
Oh, you talking about Benny?
You're talking about
That-
Narcos?
No, Benny and them use her as a what's her name?
What's her name?
Griselda?
Griselda.
Griselda. Griselda Blanco.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gangster.
Yeah,
She killing.
Yeah.
Easy. Hey, listen. Do it. That was her shit.
Doma, take that.
Doma. Yo, so we all agree that El Chapo was gonna kill
El Chapo
everybody.
getting out. If he wasn't getting out, he was going to escape somehow.
All right, let's get to this shit. I gotta ask y'all a question.
Please don't ask me.
No, I gotta ask. No. Yo, all right, look. What do y'all? No. Listen. It's about. All right, listen. Hold on.
Because I know what it's about.
Tristan Thompson, right?
Exactly.
Hold on, no, but listen though. I gotta ask this question.
I thought
What's your form? What is your form or definition of cheating? Is it A, talking to other bitches in the inbox? Shut up. Hold on.
All the above.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
They know it.
Keep going. No, keep going.
Y'all won't let me go.
I keep
Anything
going.
that we say is wrong.
Keep going. Keep
I'm
going.
gonna tell you right
All
now.
the above.
Anything I say. it's not wrong. All right, so
All of it was cheating. Looking at
Keep
it.
going. I want to hear B and C.
hold on.
Yeah,
Siobhan said, looking at a bitch. Yo, so you can't look at it.
That's why Reggie keep it fitted on me. Can't look at shit.
Yo, Reggie,
I can't see his eyes.
With
Yo, hold
sunglasses on.
Yo, hold on. I got something that was funny as hell at the Lit
Y'all
Lounge.
go out the Reggie with sunglasses and something.
Hold on.
No.
Hold on.
No,
This was
no,
Reggie.
Sometimes
Before y'all leave the
sometimes
door.
he does. He does wear sunglasses.
This was Reggie at the Lit Lounge when Shorty came over to sit to get a closer listen. Reggie was like, I was like,
She sure
Reggie-
did go over there. Big
yeah.
ass
Real
couch.
close. She was close. She was just, Reggie was like,
Reggie was like, oh shit. Cause there's a big ass couch. There's nobody even over there. And she like this.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
Reggie did exactly what I did.
And I did
Oh,
that.
shit.
And all I
And
did
then-
was,
yo,
he did.
and he
I looked
tucked-
over. I was
And he
like,
tucked that fitted. That nigga tucked that fitted and looked at shit. And I was like, oh shit.
Look, you see me. You see me seeing you, right? I ain't do it.
I ain't do it. I ain't touch no thighs or no legs. But
You
me.
see me, see you,
that's
see
so
me.
funny. That was funny.
No, but Tristan Thompson. No, bro.
This nigga really acting.
But no,
what
this
do
is
we
the
think
crazy-
cheating is.
No,
First of
but
all, Tristan wasn't shit from jump.
But he's
Everybody
For a
knows
jump.
this nigga was with her on his wife on Valentine's Day.
Listen.
Left her at 11:30. Goes to a
They're not
party.
married. They're not married.
this. Yeah, they're not married.
They're not married.
Baby mama, whatever. He goes to a
Who's
party.
seen this? Where's the video evidence?
It's at a party.
There's no
like
video
all this
evidence.
Is this
stuff.
like-
I'm
It's
like
all
Shaggy,
word
it
of
wasn't
mouth.
me.
It was
It's
video
all word
evidence.
of
Listen, my thing is this.
Where the video
Jordan
evidence?
got one job. You're Kylie Jenner's best friend. She done put you on. She made her a part of the makeup line. Like, you are in where everybody in the world kind of wants to be. Everybody wants to be a Kardashian, right? Whatever. Not really. But you know what I mean? Like,
I got
you
something.
got one job. All you gotta do is be
Y'all don't
this
say
bitch.
nothing.
All you gotta do is be this bitch's best friend. You can go fuck with her
I got-
sister's dude.
Hush me.
Oh, I gotta hush y'all for a second because I'm about to come with you.
I don't get it.
The whole sole purpose is to get in there and to be like them.
Yeah, but I don't get it because I feel like
So you
I'd
gotta
rather be.
fuck your way to the top.
Yeah, but that's not really gonna fuck your way to the top.
Shit.
I thought Kylie knew this wasn't
Kylie
his
Jenner has more money than all of them.
But Jordan
You
is
know
like,
that?
but listen. But Jordan is.
Y'all know how much Kylie Jenner is worth? Y'all think y'all
She just had a
sleeping?
bill.
I'm not sleeping.
She's the one that got all the money because of
I
all
know.
her shit.
I know. But here's what I'm saying to y'all three.
Niggas don't got that money.
Here's what I'm saying to y'all three. Hoes ain't thinking like that. They thinking, oh, she did a sex tape. Is she worth that? Oh, I'm
Pretty
fucking
sure-
this
pretty
dude.
sure there's a sex tape.
Yeah, I don't know. Tristan really ain't shit. He ain't really nobody.
Yeah, I know. But you,
We
gotta-
ain't
Tristan ain't gonna
paid
make
for
you
it.
famous.
he's not. He might.
Kris Jenner makes
At the time,
Kris
she-
Jenner makes you famous. She should have got with Kris Jenner, found a way for Kris Jenner to make her famous. Kris Jenner makes them famous.
I'm just saying.
Kris Jenner is the
I
one
know
that
what you're
makes them all
saying.
famous.
I know
They
what
not
you're
doing
saying.
it on their own.
I know what you're saying. I'm with you. We here. I see. But what I'm saying to you is, Jordan ass ain't thinking that way.
Well, no, I think Jordan was just being a young girl, fucking around with something.
And
Probably didn't think anybody
She
would
seen
find
the
out.
nigga was in the
probably-
NBA.
She probably didn't even think that
Yeah,
anybody would
okay.
find out. No, she's being a girl. She probably didn't think anybody would find out. I don't
Hey,
know.
women
the-
do that shit too.
the
So,
logistics
so
of
if
it.
she's being a
I don't
girl,
even think. I
is
don't even
Tristan
think.
just being a nigga?
Yeah.
All right.
He ain't shit.
That's all I wanted to do.
My nigga.
She's being a
Wait,
young
nigga,
girl.
take that back.
She's being a young girl.
Hold on. How you gonna take
No,
that
I'm not
back?
saying it's right though. She's she's being a young
I don't
girl.
want no
who
parts of
probably
that. That
in
didn't
this
connect.
I
whole
don't want no
scene-
parts of that.
Yo, y'all being scared. Yo, listen, y'all gotta know y'all ledge.
I plead the fifth.
Don't.
My wife beats me at home.
Yo, you know what?
I like
We
that.
not
Corny as hell.
We
Y'all
not
beats me
Y'all
up.
corny as hell,
Tristan
man.
ain't shit.
You gotta still be real. I don't
Tristan
hear
isn't
shit.
shit. Jordan ain't shit either because she was friends with their family. I don't know why you did that.
Him ain't shit.
Well, hold on, it's just the second time though,
Kylie
so why would
ain't
this be a surprise?
Caitlyn
This
ain't
is
I
the
like
second time
Courtney.
around?
Courtney ain't
I like
shit.
Courtney.
Chris ain't shit.
I like Courtney.
Caitlyn ain't shit.
Caitlyn.
Ain't none of them shit.
Damn.
Ain't none of
Chris
them
the man.
shit.
Who the fuck really
Go
keep
by that.
up with the Kardashians?
Right. I just don't understand why this
VH1?
girl did that.
Hoes.
dumb shit.
What they shit on? Bravo? Bravo?
Hoes keep
Bravo?
it.
I don't understand why she did that because honestly, it was a bad business move because it wasn't just that she was friends with Kylie. Like
Don't
they
her
had a
and
business
Kylie got a
together.
business?
They got a business together.
Nah, I
So
like-
like she already was getting her money.
Maybe she got caught
You know
up.
what I'm saying? Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it was about your thing. You were saying like, oh, she sees this, she's trying to get out. He's an NBA player. That little girl's got money.
So she was
Little
fucking
bit.
with
It
him,
ain't
fucking
about-
with
it
him,
ain't
it
about that.
Just a little bit.
I don't even think it's about the money.
But we are.
They around everybody there around them has money. They was just both being dummies.
Maybe she see the
But
bowls in
then-
the pants. Oh.
No,
Not
I
that,
think.
but
she-
we all
they're
know
just being
Tristan is
dumb.
messy, dog.
Messy
He
as
just
hell.
had a baby when he started fucking with Chloe.
Yeah.
Mm.
He left his last.
He
bitch
left
doing
his
shit
baby
like
mama
this.
to be
Go
with Chloe.
Yo, damn, man, I want to change my daughter's name.
Why? To what?
Because
Why?
this is all jokes aside. Before he started going with his fucking shit, he was watching the game. He dunked and shit. I'm like,
He was still trash.
I was like,
Yeah,
that
he
sounds
was
like a
LeBron's
good name.
role
So you
player.
named your
Right.
daughter off of?
No, I didn't name him off him, but I
It's
got
a
more.
great name.
I got more shit for that.
It is a great.
I have more shit for that. Tristan kind of means like prince, king,
Yeah.
queen sort of thing.
Yeah, I like the name.
Yeah.
Just don't
So
tell
it's just
me.
more than
So
that.
because he fucked up,
Don't
you
tell
want
nobody
somebody
else.
like-
Yeah. Just
Nah, you
don't
can't do
associate
that.
that.
Nah, I like that name.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, nah.
Somebody talk about this shit. 'Cause I really don't know about the black news shit on the
Oh,
The,
yeah.
Birthday?
the hoodie
Wow.
with the noose
That-
around it.
That's like
That's
every other
blatant.
week. This is ridiculous.
There's no way you cannot know that would be
Yeah,
not.
I don't know what these
not
companies are
wrong.
doing, but like we said before,
That shit
they
was
just-
blatant.
yeah, that was fucked up. I don't even know what that was.
You know how you got the strings from your hoodie that come down? The strings came into a noose.
A noose.
Instead of just hanging down, the shit,
around their neck like a noose,
yeah, the shit wrapped up into a noose.
I feel like everyone
There's no
cut
way
these
around
wrong.
like it was a scarf or something.
Yeah,
It was
there's
weird.
no way around that.
Yeah, it was weird.
It's like they doing it so y'all, we can stop by. Well, I can't afford it. They doing it so motherfuckers to stop buying their shit. They don't want black people wearing their shit.
So do you think that there's
But
there's
that's
no
weird
black
because
people
I
out
feel
there?
like I
That's-
said
those are
before, those are
Those are the
customers.
biggest customers, but
That's
they,
what's sporting.
but
Black
it's
people
not-
love sporting on a brand and wearing it all over the place.
right. But it's not who they originally made it for.
Oh no, I agree.
So
with
they
you.
don't want. They don't.
I mean, don't you remember Tommy Hilfiger?
Yeah, that's what it's like. The Tommy Hilfiger.
Yeah.
He don't want black people wearing his shit.
He didn't.
Like Jordan don't want lower class people wearing his shit.
Alright.
Fuck you been at?
I'm low class as a motherfucker. I had Jordans this week. Take
I've
it
got
back.
a lot of pair of Jordans, but
Jordan got a mean campaign when they release some sneakers. They only release certain sizes and they release a certain amount on purpose.
so
all
everybody.
the niggas
Because think
that
about
line
it.
and
How many
fight for
motherfuckers
shit-
get J's around Christmas time that never wear J's? How many motherfuckers get J's around tax time that never wear J's?
And they not making no new J's. All they doing is changing up.
Dude,
Dude, I
Like,
had to
new
tell my
shit.
little sister, like, nigga, I have all of those.
Right, I
Already?
was wearing these shits 10 years ago. 15 years ago.
Anyways,
It's just a cycle.
And somebody did an
Burberry,
interview
Gucci,
went to a line
all of
in
them.
New York City where they went and interviewed people in the line waiting for these people was waiting for a week in New York City and Manhattan for J's. Only one person in that line knew who Jordan was.
It's a brand.
Niggas just fucking with the name.
but may I ask this question? Because I think Sheen brought this point up. There needs to be more people in these higher positions at these companies.
Well, yeah, because there has to be. I mean, we were just saying that there has to be someone in the higher ups at corporate that when they come out with these lookbooks or these ideas, that if they had people of color or people, minorities, even other minorities, that would be able to be like, this is offensive. That probably wouldn't work.
Now,
that
let
would
me
be
ask
easy.
this question.
I don't know where
But
those
if-
people
But
are.
if you don't give a fuck about the culture or the people in that community,
Not
then
even-
why would you appoint somebody?
Not even if you don't give a fuck about it. We know what black people have been through for how long.
Right.
Even if a normal white person
should have been like,
we're gonna be
what
like,
the
nah,
fuck?
bro, we gonna
Right.
get backlash for that.
Like common
So
sense, right?
obviously, everybody in this boardroom did not give a fuck.
Yeah, that went by
Or-
over
or-
a bunch of people's heads.
or
That
we
makes
can
no
go with
sense.
this
Not one
theory.
person.
Or we go with this theory. They're like, oh, they just got some shit. We about to do some shit. What I mean by Gucci, they just got backlash, and they probably their stocks
No, I
probably
don't
Like
rise.
bad
I
publicity. is
wouldn't
good
say
Right.
that though,
publicity.
because a lot of these promotion, these campaigns, they take anywhere from a year to a 6-month period to even, promote and roll
And
out
we gotta
this shit.
think, a lot of the
So all
Gucci
this
shit
shit
is
was
old
already
shit
in-
that they keep finding.
Right.
It's,
But
it's,
it
it's
was
a nasty
also a video that
situation.
I seen that was that was published in, like, I don't know, like 19 or like early 1900s or whatever. It was a video about that, white people made to market to black people, and it was just like the shit was very stereotypical of how black people think. You know, the one scene was like black people want to be like the person that's talked about in their community. They want to be the popular person. They don't care what it is. Like, you gotta cater to their ego. Like, it was like 3 tips selling to a black person. I'm gonna post this shit on.
It's probably
Not
true.
only Siobhan, who
Right,
be out
right,
here
it
humble
was-
flexing.
It was definitely true, but this video, you could definitely tell that this video was made in like I want to say like 1960, 1970.
But it's sad because it's still
Right, it's
how
still relevant.
still,
Yeah.
yeah,
It
it's
makes
relevant
people
as fuck.
feel like they're. It's like keeping up with the Joneses.
Absolutely.
Like,
I
it's
really
like,
think
ooh, this
that.
person got a Gucci bag. I need to go get that. So
Mhm.
like, you know how everybody makes all these jokes around tax time that you get lump sum money. People go get cars. They do this. They're not investing in creating businesses. I'm not saying everybody. Smart people probably.
But some
do.
people, when they
But-
go buy a car, that is to help them with
and
their
it is
business.
good. And it is good. You know
It's
what I
not.
mean?
We not out here
Yeah.
just buying
Exactly.
all
That's
this
not
bullshit.
about that nigga that
Gucci.
went and bought a Bentley with his mom, $10,000 check, and got that shit repoed like 2 months
Yeah,
later.
that's stupid.
I'm not
You
going
do
to
it
take
for, like,
no
you
money to
should-
buy a Gucci, but a $400 belt.
When you need.
When I
something
got
else.
me a decent polo on for the $20,
Or you ain't got to get a decent polo shit, man.
You-
Go to my
go
man
get you-
Alibaba.
go get you a good.
Get you a solo.
I mean, I don't know. I think that, like I said, it's keeping up with the Joneses and looking.
So,
Rich.
that,
Look,
so
rich
it's like at the
trying to
point where
be
now,
more.
right, these companies feel they can just put out whatever, get away with
It's
it.
backwards as hell.
I want us to
Still
go
go-
back to the time where
still get this
motherfuckers,
shit.
the everyday person will wear a suit and tie.
Yeah, that's always nice.
Word?
I would love to go back to that.
Shit.
Hey, I'm with it.
Shit. Are we coming in next week with
I'll
suit and
come
tie?
suited and booted
I
and
got a
everything.
suit and tie. Can't afford one.
See, that's what I'm saying. The fucking
I got
we
a
go
shirt
to
and
Goodwill,
tie.
motherfucker.
United
We go to
States got
Goodwill.
you.
They go to the Goodwill, get you a suit and tie, nigga.
United Men's got you a suit.
Yo, here,
$100.
here's what I tell you. Go to the
I mean,
Goodwill,
shirt
get you a
and
suit
tie,
and
nigga.
tie, get you a suit and tie, and then take it to the tailor and get that shit tailored up for you.
When I say United Men's get you a wool suit,
Whoa.
nice clean.
Make that shit a
Yeah, I
slim
think that's a
fit.
lot of heat.
Hold on, hold on.
Had me
Nah,
dying.
you need some fabric that's gonna look right. Nice wool
Yo.
suit from United
No,
Men's
no,
get
no.
you
So
right.
tell him to get this shit tailored
I
up,
said I was a salesman there when I was
And
19.
make it-
I got you.
That's really
a
funny.
slim fit for you.
That he was a salesman.
Yeah.
She can tell you, nigga. What's the next shit?
Well, no conductor.
Nipsey and Lauren.
No, T.I.'s sister passing. Rest in peace,
Yeah,
man.
sad. I didn't.
Anybody had siblings
Yeah, I
die?
didn't hear about that.
Nobody had any siblings pass away?
No.
Well, I'm the only child, so.
Me too. Oh my god.
Nah,
That's
Siobhan's
kinda
the
sad.
only child, Costa's the only child. I got like 12 little brothers and sisters, but
We deep as fuck.
I mean, I got like 8 sisters.
Yo.
Yo. Not like born from my dad. He just took care of them.
no, I mean these are like
Whoa, wait
all
a
of my
minute.
dad's kids.
Wow.
Yeah, I got.
my dad
Oh, I
was a
probably
big
do
family,
too,
so
but I
he
don't
was
talk to
raised-
my
Hold on. How many kids your dad got?
He only actually had me, but he took care of because of the
Nigga, those are just
situation.
kids.
Tell that man.
Like
Tell that man.
eight-
Thank you.
Like
Tell that
eight,
man.
like 8 or
Thank
9, I got like 8 or 9 brothers and sisters.
I'm his kids.
That's
His
nice.
kids.
That's awesome.
How many? Your mom?
Just me.
Just you?
Mhm.
How many on your mom's side?
It's just 4 of us.
Name them. Come on, shout them out.
Keem, Van, Shay, Sheen.
Okay, then and on your dad's side.
It's me,
And you gotta do that.
King.
It's real.
Rico, Anna, Shyla, Sandra, and Lil Sheen.
So 7.
Yeah.
Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Damn. You
Wow.
ready?
You have a big family.
Yeah, man, that was a hoe.
I'm gonna say Papa was a Rolling
He was starting
Stone.
thugging early too.
Dotting and thugging.
Starting thugging early. He was 17 when he had me.
That's funny.
Damn.
That is funny.
Yeah, my mom was worse than
So we
him.
got-
She was starting thugging too.
So it's
Yeah, I
Tasha.
can't say shit. I had my son when I was
It's
18.
Tasha, Tiffany, me, so my dad. So it's Tasha, Tiffany, me, Demetrius, Sia, Ariel.
Damn, you forgot your siblings'
Say
name?
to be continued.
To be continued. It's actually 2 more.
His dumbass is one was like naming.
Lil Roman, and Lil. Hold on, no, Lil Roman, Lil Keisha. So it's
My
8.
My family is big because my grandfather was a pimp.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that next time. 8. So how many did your dad have?
7.
I had 8. Damn. And then on my mom's side is me, Ayana, Shauna, and Julius.
So you got 12 altogether?
Yeah.
Was big families like a thing around that like time period?
Yeah, I
Well,
think
back
back
in
in
the
the
day,
day it
big
was.
family
My mom
was
grew
a
up with
thing.
6 brothers and sisters.
My grandparents, it was
14.
my grandparents had 14 kids.
And my grandma was a pastor, so I don't know how the fuck she pushed.
Woo, shit. Yo, I'm just saying. I'm gonna have these kids out.
I feel like when you do that, you're just pregnant your whole fucking life.
You back to back pregnant.
Back to back,
You
though.
back to back pregnant. Like you,
Jesus
soon as them 6 weeks over, dog, we get back in
My
there.
grandma damn near 100, so I don't know about her whole life, but yeah, she was
Yo,
pushing them out.
she
so.
get the 120, man. Praise the Lord.
Wow.
Yo, listen. I'm just saying that T.I., I mean, we want to shout out to T.I., man, his sister, man. We haven't lost anybody.
You gonna
Knock on wood, we
pull up
haven't
on
lost
the
one.
floor.
This- you got the Henny.
Mopping that up.
Got the Henny. So we got, yo, did anybody see? I didn't see Kanye West's new hairdo. The fuck is that
I
about?
didn't see that hairdo, but I saw that bomb ass
That
music.
beat?
That
I
beat
beat was hot
I
as
seen
fuck.
a video
You
and
see
the
it?
hairdo.
What? Oh, so talk about
He
it.
like
It was so good. I didn't even pay attention to his hair.
So what was the
I just
music
was watching
about?
him rock
The
out.
beat was like some. I think he like
Was he
African
happy?
or something.
Yeah, it was for,
He's in Africa, so there's like a fire back behind them.
Oh my god, it is.
And
Did
he's
he
on
get
the
his shit back?
keyboard.
Oh my god.
The
You
beat-
got his shit back?
I don't think he ever
Hold
lost
on,
the
I
beat.
need to hear the whole album first. I heard one
Somebody
beat.
said that his album was hot in the industry.
I need to hear it first.
Do
I
we
don't
believe
give a-
anybody at this point in time right now?
Yeah,
No.
I don't
Jesse-
talk about
I think
that.
Jesse fucked that up for all the black folks.
I need to hear that whole album, but that particular song,
That beat was hot.
Yeah,
That was nice.
that beat
That was
was
dope.
crazy.
Okay, so
How
nobody
you got a
seen.
topic that you
I ain't
don't
seen
even
the
know
hairdo.
about?
I wanted to talk to y'all about
His
it.
hairdo it's like
It's a
It's
Kanye
like-
West hairstyle.
it's like red with like blonde.
Huh?
No, it's all blonde.
He's
with
just
like
being
red
different.
mixtures.
Let
Yeah.
him
Just
be a
being
creative.
creative.
He's a creative.
I said, if you want to talk about hairstyle, what about fucking Jaden Smith shit with the curls and then half bald on the other side? Like you got the shit going down the
There's a
middle.
lot of females
I don't
like
know
that
what
right
you're
now doing that.
Well, I don't, he on his Cassie.
I
shit
think
right
that's
now
the
or
stupidest
something.
shit ever.
He's on his Cassie. I know exactly what you're doing.
I don't see the point of shaving one
I
half of
hate
your head.
you.
Yo, done. Yo, you're a dub. Anyways, I'm skipping right over it. Yo, listen, I'm going right to this shit. August Alsina speaks on his death of his sister and raising her kids. If one of my sisters passed away, God forbid, and I
What made you bring that up? Because that's not even a new topic. He been
He
doing
just talked about it again.
he talked about
Yeah,
it
he
again.
was in an interview. I guess his new EP just came out not too long ago.
That new
they
song.
asked-
So they asked about
Did you
it.
not know he did that?
No,
Oh, you didn't. So
No.
no deal. Okay. He been did that though.
He
That's
been doing
awesome.
that.
He's been
that
doing
is one of the amazing things. Like that is
He,
dear to
you
me.
go and see pictures if you go through his like Instagram, like he'll go from like Halloween, like all these different things he does with the kids. Like it's really cute. I'll look up the interview.
But from what I was reading, he never was around
Not
them.
music.
Is that true? Like he wasn't even around them like that. And then he was like,
he
"Yo,
took on the responsibility.
come on, that's dope."
It is.
Well, I mean,
You gotta
for him
praise
to be in
that.
that position to do that, though, I would think that's a
But
no-brainer.
I don't think he was in that
Man.
position at the point when it first happened.
But I mean, he got red.
He
though,
prob-
and
I guess
he
you don't
had
know.
whatever issues he had with his sister. But if your sister passed, I would think that's like a no-brainer. It's like I'm in
Right.
a position, I got the bread.
I feel like
But
a
I'm
lot
saying,
of the
I
times
think-
people have other women come in, like an aunt or a grandma, and people be
Right.
like, "Okay, well, I'll help you. I'll send you money. I'll do this. I'll do that."
Yeah.
So I think it is huge that he did decide to take that responsibility.
But
So-
what I'm saying
man.
is, Castro, I don't think he was in the money position to do that when it first happened.
Okay.
Like I think
He
it
still
happened
just did
before the music
Mhm.
happened.
All right.
Do we agree that
I mean,
August
it's still-
Alsina
that's
music
still
is
dope,
great
though.
though?
Yeah.
Like,
I do like all that stuff.
August Alsina's music is great.
I haven't heard something from
You ever
him in a
heard?
minute.
No, I'm
Oh, he
saying
hasn't
in
put out
general
anything,
before.
but-
He just put out an EP.
I I need to go.
That's
listen
why the
to that,
interview
'cause
happened.
Okay, then we should use one of the songs for Put Me On.
Well, I got it.
No,
You
you ain't
didn't
doing
put anything
shit.
on there.
You ain't got no
I'm
shit.
saying I got the EP
It
on my
doesn't
phone.
matter. It's
Well,
not
yeah,
a
but we
winner.
don't know which one's the best song.
not a
I know, we don't know
Bring
the
it next
song. You
week.
got the song? You know the song?
Ding ding, please try.
Do you know the song, nigga? Do you know the song?
You don't even know your song.
I'm sure I do know my song.
No, you don't.
It's called Like Me.
You just picked the
Like
first
me.
single title.
Like
Go
me.
to the first
He would pick a song called Like Me.
You know what? Fuck y'all. Tia and Tamara out here drinking on each other's breast milk.
What?
You know what's weird?
What the fuck?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about either.
Is this true?
Hold on.
Breast milk is good.
I accidentally.
You
had
like
breast milk, and there's nothing
She
good about
said
breast
I
milk.
don't.
Breast milk.
He likes it.
You make my day.
No.
He likes
Breast milk.
it.
Depending on what the person
No.
eats.
Yeah, it depends on what they eat.
Depending on what they eat, it's
No.
really good.
She
And then she was like,
put
I like
breast
breast
milk
milk.
in cereal.
I'm telling you,
This at
I
all.
can get enough breast milk for cereal. Fuck lactate.
No. I can see almond milk, but breast milk? Hell no.
Almond milk ain't shit but water and crushed up
I don't
almonds.
give a fuck.
Yeah,
I'm not.
So is it really milk?
Yo.
Nigga, is it food really food now? in this
I know,
day and age?
yeah, you know?
Y'all
I mean,
You go to Chili's, you be like, damn, what the fuck is this?
That is hilarious. I can't.
breast milk is decent depending
Nah,
on what the person eating.
nah.
I'm telling you.
Castle's like,
Get some of that virgin Cambodian breast milk.
Virgin. Virgin Cambodia. Yo. Is that,
What
oh.
type of exclusive shit you had? Virgin
I was on the
Cambodian.
Dave Chappelle show.
Yo.
What the fuck?
Yo. Hold on. I got a friend.
Wait, so nobody at this room tasted breast milk besides me?
Hell
Nigga, I have. What you mean?
You
That's
said
why I
you don't
said
like
no.
Breast milk is good.
I ain't taste no breast milk.
Well, you
Yo,
missing
I'm
out.
fucking
How
sorry.
many kids I got? I ain't taste no breast
I
milk.
got the perfect song for Put You On now that we're talking about this.
Actually.
Damn.
Maybe that's why it came out. I don't know.
Put it on. Let's go.
I should start it.
We
I
moving.
thought you had a thought.
Right, nigga, you was just.
I did. I wanted to tell a
God, this
story.
is why I don't like talking to
I
you.
wanted to have
You
a
can't
story.
focus-
I wanted to have a story.
Years.
He can't focus on one thought.
I do.
What's your
Yo,
thought?
we about to start a segment called Pissing Sheen off.
Yo, Shane. No, because I don't want to tell the story.
So why you bring it up?
No, I want to tell it, but
Should we
you're not
start
gonna-
upside where it's called Story Time with Rick?
Yes.
Machine karaoke.
I do have a story time.
Go ahead, tell your
No.
story.
So one day,
Speaking to the mic.
no, it's a nasty story.
Pause.
So one day,
I didn't even catch that.
Pause.
so one day my boy called me and he didn't get me. He like, what do you do? He left a message, and I swear to you, I wish I still had this message to this day. So, because we're talking about Cambodian chicks, like Cambodian.
Never met a Cambodian chick.
No, I never met a Cambodian.
I know. Okay.
So I'm sitting there. It's like 2 in the morning. I don't know why. I don't know why the fuck I checked my message at 2 in the morning. But I checked the message. And he was like, Cambodian pussy is a little bit slicker than the average pussy.
I hate y'all.
What?
Why?
Why?
Why? We should.
That was
Why?
damn random.
Yo, Rick,
What?
we gotta proofread your stories before you say them.
Yeah, I do not approve this message.
We gotta proofread your stories, bro.
What's wrong with your friend, guys?
Yo.
He said, he said, I ain't had no socks on.
What? Is this one of those I guess we had to be there?
Yeah. He said, I ain't had no
I
socks
guess
on.
I gotta be there for the kid. You got
I don't know.
He said, I ain't had no socks on.
After you said I don't got no socks on, I know what you're talking about, but hold on, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
He said, I ain't had no grip.
Oh my god, I hate y'all.
Oh,
Nigga to stop
shit.
watching pornos, man.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Yo, that's my story.
Yeah, Rick, we gotta prove your stories before.
Who going first?
We're making Rick go first so we can just take the
Yeah, you
losing.
go. Somebody look up Rick.
What's your,
Yo,
what's your song, Rick?
little slicker than you.
I don't want nobody.
What's your song?
It's like me, Casanova.
Casanova?
Yeah, like me.
You know he go off for the recommended suggestions list on
You
the title.
clearly don't Ain't Casanova known?
No, he's not.
No,
What the fuck?
he's a new artist.
So there's two Casanovas?
What you mean, Casanova a rapper?
Yes.
Pause it.
Keep going.
So how many? The black ass motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
He's known.
No, he's not.
I quit.
Nigga, break your phone if you want to.
It ain't
your
gonna
girl
break.
Kick your ass.
No, the fuck she ain't. It's my phone.
You on your play? Who playing you on?
Her phone, but it's my
Nigga, don't try to sit there and talk that shit,
phone. What
nigga.
difference does it make? I pay for my phone.
Don't matter what it is. You under her name, nigga.
But
That means you under her
it's
contract.
getting paid.
How do you
It don't
know?
matter.
How does he know your business?
Because I was under my wife's
Him and
phone
his
time.
wife- him and his soon-to-be
Oh, yeah.
ex-wife do it.
No, she got her shit back. I got my own now. Daddy-o.
I hate y'all.
Straight AT&T. You see that big bitch over there? You see that red bitch right? Oh, sorry.
Can I hate you more?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something.
Nigga, a new phone and don't know how to act.
Right. A fucking girl.
Why you getting mad at me? Because I came through with the drip on Saturday.
Please don't say drip.
Drip, drip.
Hey,
I
old
w- yo, don't hate. Appreciate.
Please stay in your time frame.
You knock your fucking kufi off.
It's not a kufi, it's a beanie.
So that was a gift to you from the team,
Red was all in the camera, though.
and we hope that
Red just speaking facts though last week.
Yeah, he was, though. He was
That's why he
speaking
does
facts.
come once in a while.
you only can come once in a
I'm
while.
kidding, I'm kidding.
But the reason why I say that is we hope that we have high hopes that you're going to be the mayor.
No.
No.
Okay, so we getting right to it though. So September or October, I think it was September. I hit you up and I was like, "Yo, my man, I'm trying to get on the
festival.
The festival."
Uh-huh.
He was like, "Yeah, you gotta send me over all this information, all this stuff you asked for." I said right to him, I don't even know what the hell.
Wait,
this is."
what?
So Lindsay,
I
so
don't even know what he's getting.
Oh, you do the Buffalo.
Yeah.
So in order for us to get on his festival, we needed to have what?
Media kit or E EPK.
Alright. I don't remember saying that, but you'll have it. Yeah, we'll get that to you for Alex.
We gotta be on.
Okay.
I told you about it.
For Alex
I
Bonney?
remember, but I don't
No, for
remember-
him.
I don't remember.
Alex
the
is separate.
regulations. Yeah.
Alex is gonna be separate. We'll work on that. But
Wait, for me to do what?
for us, the Culture Vision podcast, to be there while this shit is going on, this is big.
Oh, so you ain't telling me and Sheen that.
Yeah,
We
we don't
didn't-
get told
we don't
You
shit.
didn't tell me
We-
that. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh no, wait, what?
This sounds like a personal conversation.
Ricky do.
Everybody into the
No, let me stop y'all for a second. No, y'all right.
We know we right.
But here's the thing. I came to you back in September about being on it before they were on it. I'm just saying right now, what do I need? These is the nigga that's going to get it to make it happen.
Okay, I'll remember to edit this part out, but okay, I know that.
Siobhan hot. I mean cold.
Freezing.
We sorry, Siobhan. If you would have drank some of this goddamn Hennessy, you'd been good. Anyways, let's start dinner.
Okay.
So right now, we got Lindsay Taylor, AKA I call him the last name.
He keeps in the group chat.
Yeah, I don't
he
understand
keeps
why.
calling
He's
you
like, yo,
Crowns. I'm like, you talking about Lindsay, dude? He keeps calling you something else. I'm like,
Where did I get that?
I was
from?
like, it's Crown. Maybe from Crown Lindsay or something.
Right.
But he,
Okay.
he always says the wrong name, and I'm like, Lindsay Taylor.
Right.
Like,
My
what's wrong
bad.
with you?
My bad.
Nah, it's cool. Cause some people still
So
address it as
call
that.
it, I don't know.
They be like Crown, or like Crown Lindsay, Crown Lindsay.
See, I
You
wasn't
didn't even put the
Where-
N on it.
where
You
Crown
should
Lindsay-
say Crow Lindsay or
Oh,
something.
He
like-
said,
But where did Crown Lindsay come from
I
originally?
don't know. How you fucking up everybody? I'm sorry.
Where did Crown Lindsay come
I
from?
don't know.
Oh, that was like a question to me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Good, good.
All right. So back in 2007, I was actually going above state, and I started. It was like my birthday. Actually, it was like this time. Around this time, back in 2007, I wanted to do a birthday party and did one. I actually stayed on Reese Street. Like Buff State looked way different, but Reese Street was like where everybody off campus used to live and used to be on house parties.
I stayed at 104 Reese, so I already know.
Right. So So I did a house party, and the joint went crazy. And that's just like me, just like telling people, yo, I got a birthday party coming up. So it went crazy, and then like a couple weeks after that, a couple dudes I was playing football with above state was like, yo, we want to try to do a house party. Can we link with you to do one? I'm like, yeah, we can do one again. So we did the house party. We did another one. It was like mid early March, and that joint was like 2 times crazy because everybody heard about the last one, and the UPD came and shut it down in like the first hour. So UPD come and shutting it down. We like, oh man, UPD here. So they literally like shut down the party, and they like counting heads, like walking out. They like counting like this is a violation. So they counted like 430 some people that showed up in like the first hour, and then like they going through, mind you, like people trying to hide like bottles and like, hypnotic body. You know, this is back in 2007. Trying to hide weed and all type of stuff.
Security wasn't playing no games.
Right. So I'm standing on the porch kicking with one of the cops, and they coming out with like bottles and just dumping it in the snow. And like it's like hypnotic. And Tennessee, I say to the cops, man, somebody ate that snow. They'd be sauce right now. He just like laughed at us like, yeah, you're right. So like they shut the whole party down, and then we walking up the street, and it's like a crowd of people still coming. Probably like, yo, the party's still going. The party's still going. We like, oh, that's crazy. So from then I just like, yo, got some of my ends, and we just started doing parties. So we did one at the ballroom. And then like my first party like as Crown was actually at the Groove, the real Groove. The real Groove.
It's a lot of place.
With Spin.
Excuse me, cough. I'm trying to get over.
No, you good. With Spin, right?
Yeah, it was Spin. Who else was on that one? Don't let me blank my mind. I believe it was Spin and
Illmatic.
I think it might have been Illmatic. This was July 4th. July 4th was a Wednesday. That was our first party in the Groove, last party they ever did. Cause like later that night, like this is after party, wasn't even on the ground, just like in the parking lot. Somebody got like stabbed or shot or something like that. But it was like no correlation. Us, it's just like a party at the Groove.
Group parties.
Right.
It's
That's like some of the best times of my life.
Right. But then we did another one at Still Drums. Like a couple weeks, like a month after that, Still Drums was a hot box. And it was a hot box we played. That was like a week before school started. Then like my first official like college party that I did was with Jay Holiday. We did that at Club Infinity. He had the hit record, Put You to Bed, and that joint like went crazy. We had like 1,200 people there. It probably was like 800 was like females. And like still today, people still talk about that party. Then we started just doing parties. We did one with Mr. C, Young Child at Richards right there on Niagara Street. We rented out the whole spot, and that's when we had the waterfall in there and stuff like that. We had, you know, I had a stairway. We had like this big like white sheet where girls can go up there and dance behind the white sheet. We just going over the top with stuff, and it just kept going. It just kept going and going and going.
What made you stop?
I mean, we just went on a run. Like no lie, I tell people like this, and like we tell people like, yo, like the way we was going, like we was living like some rock star type lifestyle. Like it was like crazy how we was like partying. I mean, we all ended up becoming successful and everybody, you know, graduated and stuff like that. But like, we was partying hard. Like I say this all the time when I talk to kids. I'm like, yo, it was Mixy Mondays, Tipsy Tuesdays, Wet Wednesdays, Thirsty Thursdays, Freaky Fridays, Saucy Saturdays, Sleeping Sundays.
Damn.
Man. Yo, and I only been to one of those, and I know.
Yeah, so
the one was crazy. So.
Yeah, so it was like every day kind of had like his own thing. So like Mixy Monday, just like how we here right now, we just sip and talk. We may be vibing. Tipsy Tuesdays, it may be at somebody's dorm room, maybe something like that. Wednesdays, it may be in a house party, or it may be at somebody, you know, at some bar. Thursdays like started the college week, like so let me be at, you know, one of the bars right there on Grand Street. That changed like names so many times. It went from like Stateside to. It went from Stateside to which is some they changed some names so many times. Then Friday and Saturday was like the big promoter nights. So like everybody, like you had to be a big dog at the whole party on that night.
How the hell y'all was graduating?
I know.
Because we legit went to school. Like
That's good.
we
The school was only 9 to 5.
man, you only got 2 classes to worry about. So we legit as we going to school, we passing out flyers. We going to class, and we had a whole system. So it was like, yo, today we gonna be at Buff State. We was at Buff State. We went to class. After that, we went to Carlos. We went over to Damon. We sat in
What's the team? What's the team? Name the team.
Oh man, it's like 30 of us.
Give me the top 5.
Oh, you
Start
can't do
with
that because
five.
everybody had their piece.
Yeah,
Everybody had their piece.
No,
everybody because we're talking.
Give me the top
We
5.
had everybody. We was like we just did like on some. We had a group at Buffalo, we had a group at UB, we had a group at Dane. We had everybody had their territory.
street team,
Yeah,
right.
the street team was crazy.
So you need a street team. So that's what you
Oh
tell
yeah,
me.
you definitely like this
What's
party. The parties now is whack. You know what I'm saying? Like what I always tell people this. I always say, man, they know that the parties now is whack. Like we promoted the parties like in the golden era parties where people actually wanted to come out and party and dance and have a good time. When even like people with 500, like if 500 people showed up to a party, you'd be like, oh, this is a flop. Like we would just be in the bar, like, oh, this somebody's doing 500.
500?
You'd be like,
I've been to some of his parties that.
Me too.
And before what was the other shit? Pine Grill before that shit got.
that was my Orlando parties. I did my party. Yeah, I did.
I remember.
Yeah. So I actually did a birthday party there. But like in like the real like golden era like partying, specifically like college party, it was like 2006 to like 2010, where like you had groups like Class Entertainment, Real Talk, Crown Entertainment. You had Chase the Dream. You had Cam, who does Henny, who does Duce Palooza. We all was like the ones that held it down,
Right.
and like people was like legit scared to do like, oh, they doing a party that day. It was
Yeah,
Don't throw your party on that day.
like we
I
had
don't want to
like
compete with that.
like it was to the point like some of the DJs out there now was like, yo, we need to get on your party and stuff like that. I used to be particular with like DJs. Like you had to play a certain way, you had to do a certain way, and we bringing DJs in from out of town. I pretty much worked with a lot of the top DJs, coming from the city, from where we pretty much worked with anybody from Funk Flex, DJ Enough to anybody on Hot 97 we work with. We brought some people up, Black China from Japan. We worked with pretty much anybody at that point in time. It was one time I ever had a conversation. This was like before Cal actually blew up. He didn't even want that much money. It just was the point of him. He never flew. He wanted the bus, so we had to catch him when he was in the area.
Right.
And it was crazy because like we having like, and mind you, I'm talking to him directly. This was like this date was back. This is like doing like MySpace, Facebook transition, and like you can legit talk to a DJ through that. And I remember like we talking back and forth, like, yo, I gotta be at least in the city, then I, drive up, stuff like that.
So, 2007,
Right,
you said you was on the football team.
right.
Who was your teammates? Do you remember?
Eric, Jules, Mo. He actually coaching up there in Rochester. You got Sammy Smith. You got I was a DB.
Was Rolly Hayes?
Yup. Well, Rolly Hayes was before me. Rolly Hayes was
So
before.
me and Rolly was before.
Yeah. Y'all was before. Rolly
So
had
John Allen, we all before.
Yeah, y'all before me.
Okay.
Y'all was before me. Rolly had just stopped.
Yeah, I gotta bring
Yeah.
up football.
Huh?
I brought it up because I'm about to relay it back to some
Okay.
chill out.
Yo, I used to actually kick it with Rolly in the Union. Rolly, one of the funniest people ever.
Rolly's my cousin.
Right.
Rolly basically got me into playing ball. Like he got me back into it,
Right.
right?
Because he was the Turner, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So we in there in the student union one day. He's like, yo, they about to throw a college party. We about to go to it. Now this is when y'all was doing it.
Right.
Now we about to graduate.
Right.
So he like, yo, it's time ball. I don't know who threw this damn party because you gotta do that with me. But all I know is it was so packed. The line was so far down the street from this damn party.
Mhm.
We skipped people.
If it was in March,
It was in March.
It was the Wild Boys, and that was all the DBs from Buff State.
Yo, I'm telling y'all right now, y'all had it was 3 DJs.
Yeah, we had
Cause
it was Blue, it was Fahrenheit, and it was
The reggae,
it was crazy.
it
was crazy. Yep, that was because that's
ain't been nothing like
so
that.
that
since.
correlates the story. So in transition from me doing my first ever party to dudes I was talking about, they said, yo, let's link up and do a party. That was the DBs from Buff State.
Okay.
And we was like, yo, let's do a party. And we used to call ourselves the Wild Boys. So it was like all the DBs who played at Buff State just went out there. We was like, yo, we're going to do a party. So we was doing a party at the ballroom. And that was the party. Because the party at Buff State got shut down. The one that was at my house. And then we were supposed to actually do a party at, I don't know if y'all remember when Kenny Cutts had that one spot on Fillmore. Inside, it was like a garage. Like, we right past it, I don't know how motherfuckers were inside this place. It's like this old tire spot. Like, be right, but you be like, how the fuck was
And he used to, you know what? He had the Cuts Cuties.
Yeah,
So he used to do the the car wash.
The car
with the girls outside.
And I remember it was like he had like two college parties in there, and like he would like paint the floors red. And mind you, the college party is dark. Everybody dance. You come out, your whole sneakers and everything be red from the paint because it'd be so much sweat going on inside the party that the floor would be sweating, your pants be red. So we was actually about. It probably was like 2 weeks before we was about to do the party at his spot. We had the party promoting. The cops come and shut the party. Whoever was, I forgot who was doing the party. It was like on a Thursday. They shut the party down. So then from there we connected with I don't know if you remember Garnett.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, I gotta connect to the ballroom, and then it was the Wild Boys, and then Garnett with the Q Dogs, and that party went insane. That joint actually ended out. I don't ever claim that one because that one actually went out in a fight. That was like the craziest fight ever. I've probably seen the fight.
We don't leave that there.
I'll claim that one.
We don't claim that.
I claim a part as a story, but like, yo, that joint was crazy. I don't know if you remember Shine. With the bus stage. So
That's my man.
So I'm gonna tell the story. So I'm up on the stage.
Hold on. You gotta say what he is though.
Q Dog.
Yeah.
So I'm up on the stage.
Cause I'm gonna shout him out as soon as he get up.
So I'm up on the stage, and it was the Trap Boys, you know, Mike Sean and B Randall. So they get in this scuffle down in the pit. You know, if y'all went to the bar, you know what the pit is. So they down in the pit.
Pause for a second. I know what this fight is.
Huh?
I know what this fight is. I know the people who's in it. Go ahead.
Yeah. So you know, cause they break down in the pit. So I'm standing up and like, oh shit. So then next you know, like, so now we seeing some of our boys and stuff. So we like jump down, like literally, I don't know how we did it because it's a big gap. So we jumped down. I swear to you, this dude Shine came in like fucking Thor. Man jumped off of the stage, landed, and just started knocking dudes out. One hit, boom, boom, and then somebody grabbed him, grab one dude, drop it, boom. I'm like,
yo, but tell him, Shine ain't fucking but
like when you looking at him, you be like, he was dropping dudes, one hit, picking them up, drop. I swear, this is like, this is movie action shit right here. Like, cause he was in one spot just knocking out 3 dudes, and like, we all trying to grab somebody. You should see this dude just leap off the stage and just jump down that middle crowd and start knocking dudes out. Yo, that shit was the crazy. But then the party went back on, and everybody kept going. But that was one of the crazy. That was from that day on. I'm like, yeah, Shine, my man. Then like, it'd be crazy because like you'll always find Shine somewhere by himself. You'll be at the caravan and Shine just pop up out of nowhere and just start, you know, doing his thing. You be like, where the hell was you at? Man, I'm the world famous traveler. You be like, I've been to places like random skiing. I was out in like Dallas like last year. And this dude Shine pop up out of nowhere. I'm like, yo, what the hell was you doing here? like dude just be traveling dolo. Mind you, he like one of the, like Shine really like, hey, if he bang with you, like. But then this dude is like a theater actor. He's like a double major in theater. It's like 2 different sides of the story with him. Like, you be like, yo, dude, you just on stage doing like ballet and shit like that. And next you know,
That's crazy.
But he's super intelligent. He's
super intelligent.
Yeah. But
that's my man's Shine. Oh, I remember that night.
Yeah,
I have stories I can't put on here. But anyways, let's get to you though.
Okay.
So fast forward, you got your degree.
Right.
How many degrees you got?
I just got one. I did the smooth nigga route 4 years done.
Okay. I'm thinking, I thought I saw you had 4.
4? You probably
on LinkedIn.
You probably seen me with my real estate and everything like that. Yeah.
All right.
So certificate.
License,
Certificate.
Yeah. Take that goddamn bum ass hat off, nigga.
So actually, I have you know my regular bachelor's. Then I have I'm licensed. Well, it's like a minor degree in physical education and coaching.
See, well,
I don't consider that. That's
no, but you can't. You got to.
Okay. So
I consider that.
Okay.
As a coach, I'm like, yo, fuck that.
That's
Get on
it
it.
shows all like an associate's or something.
Yeah, it's like an associate's degree. So it's actually from SUNY Cortland.
See, I ain't going crazy, nigga. I know what I seen.
Yeah, it's actually a SUNY. They was off. I don't know if they still offer, but they was offering this course you had to take. It was like a year or 2 long course where like you get like a minor in like physical education and coaching, because that was like a requirement. Like if you wanted to get a coach, you actually had to go get a degree. So I just like did it as like a whatever.
Yeah.
You know, you had to actually take a class in class at Buff State, and then you had to do like an internship for like a year with a sports program.
So I guess
like an athletic school program.
my next question is, I noticed that you got the basketball program that you did a while ago.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, what made you get into that? I know you know a lot of basketball players.
Right.
You know what I mean? Well-known ones. But
So actually, that was like the sports academy. So for me, it was we were coaching Little League football, and when I grew up, you know, we played Little League football. Then you played, spring winter basketball. Then you went on the base. We went to each sport. So you didn't see your football coach really until next year. Now kids, y'all know they see the coach year round.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they see him more than they see their daddies. You know what I'm saying? So my thing was like, we was trying to grow our football team. So we was like, yo, let's create something that we can keep our kids together. They can see each other. We can develop them. So we started, we was doing football coaching. Then we did basketball. Then we transitioned to whatever else we wanted to kind of do. So basketball like kind of just grew. Like I played basketball a little bit in high school, but like it was nothing like spectacular about it. You know what I'm saying? I was a football player on the basketball court. You know what I'm saying? Just straight defense, hustle, all that type of stuff.
that was me.
So it was like one of them type of things, but it kind of just grew. And then we started the basketball tournament, Ball for a Cause. That was actually from Crown Entertainment. That was back in 2008. So we actually going on year 12 now, annually, year 12.
And when do y'all do that?
So this year we're doing it in June. For the last few years we've been doing it in June. We used to do it in April. But then we moved it to June to get more like the professional players that go overseas and stuff like that can play. Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to fast forward just a little bit.
Okay.
So when you got the degrees, you got the basketball things going on, you had seed.
Right.
Talk to us about it.
So that was in my party days. Yeah. That was heavy in the party days. So that was 2010. That was actually like my senior. That was like my senior. No. Yeah, that was like my senior year.
Had to be, because I was still going to your parties.
Yeah, so I was still throwing parties all the way through that. You know what I'm saying? So that was like my senior year. I was dating her for like a year or two before that. And just like I was shopping. Man, I don't know what to expect. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Niggas can't be saying it just happened.
No, I'm saying it
Nigga,
just happened, but
you came from one of them parties. Nigga was like, "Yo, it's about to go down tonight. Get ready." All right,
nah, that was my girl. So it was like it wasn't like just a random, like, yo, this was about to go down. You know what I'm saying? It was my girl. I was dating her for like about a year and a half, 2 years by that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
So really, from the time I really about 2008, around this time, 2008 to 2010, we was dating, and then we still dating even after that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I said, baby girl,
Right.
Do the daddy thing. How? So now you juggling, doing the work, the business, the school,
Right.
the basketball, to being, giving yourself to, because I was a coach myself.
Right.
So giving yourself to, let's say, 16 youth,
Right.
32 parents.
Right.
How did that work? Having a kid and
So that was quite. It was easy because I'm always like good with like managing things that I do and keeping it like monetized. I'm not overdoing it. I did have to learn the hard way, obviously, but for me, like my mother Christina, like she was great with like co-parenting. You know what I'm saying, and really just making sure that she knew what I was doing. I knew what was going on. So and even at times I would bring Mel with me. You know what I'm saying. So like she was at many of the practices and she was at many things that I was doing. Just to see what her dad doing, you know what I'm saying? So she just much I have a relationship with a lot of the boys that I may coach. They got one with her, you know what I'm saying? So it's like almost like a big brother type thing. So it's different. Now that she's getting older, I'm starting to cut back from a lot of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just because she's getting older and she's getting involved into travel soccer, or starting to get involved into being in plays.
Soccer dad.
Yeah, I'm full blown soccer dad. You know what I'm saying? So it's like so like now she has her own thing going on. And it kind of like crazy because like now the boys that I really like essentially raised coming up, they're graduating from high school, so it's kind of like a pass on. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So, but that was the thing for me was like, yo, once you start really getting up into that, it's like, okay, I gotta slow down for messed up because you can't miss out on your own kid and you know trying to save the world. You know? Oh, I'm right here. I'm looking up.
No. That's.
Okay.
So
Oh,
yeah.
That's his
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost missed out.
You can't
had to
miss
reel back in.
Yeah, you gotta tell some dudes that like some dudes be caught up too much into the sports. Like you know, like I mean, they say it in, I think they say it in the Bible. They say you know you can't save the world, but lose your own soul. You know what I'm saying? So like you can't be out here trying to do everything else, and then you know you got you know your own up right here at the house. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
That's the thing.
So now let's fast forward again. You know, we moving.
Right.
So you get into that at the kids. Your relationship with Mayor Brown. How does that?
It's just a regular relationship. There's nothing like real particular to it. I voice my opinion just like anybody else. I just do it differently.
How'd you get in that position to do that though?
He just observed what I was doing in the community, so he had to respect. And I think that's one thing that a lot of the elected officials and people in general just when you build your own platform, nobody can dictate like what you saying. You know what I'm saying, or what you doing. So like just recently, like you know, with that parking issue, that thing that happened downtown. You know what I'm saying? Now I wrote the man an email, and said, yo, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like my real estate office is downtown, and you know, and I gave him my point of views. You know, I didn't go on Facebook and blast him about it. You know, I wrote him and I wrote all the other, you know, elected officials, and his office along with other offices responded and said, yo, can you come in, sit down, talk, and we want to hear your concerns. So I always encourage people like, yo, like, you don't, you know, some people, you know, with the power hole stuff, I mean, I understand it. You know, my car get jacked up too, just like, you know, with the power hole.
Some people, when they do it, they want attention, though. So instead of, like, how you approached it, instead
Right.
of going to Facebook, reaching out to them, I think sometimes that's a better avenue because you get right to the source.
Right.
And I mean, you get right to people who can actually do something about it.
Right.
And it's not really an attention grab. You actually trying to get something done for your people in your community, wherever you live.
Right, and that was the thing. So, like, and I actually showed him, like, because I did make a stat on Facebook, but it wasn't a stat of, like, you know how you typically see the Facebook bash. It was like, yo, like, I'm not understanding this rule.
It was in good taste.
It was in good taste, and people actually commented on it. And I showed him on Facebook, said, yo, look, this is what your community's saying about this. Like, this.
You showed him what I said?
I mean, see what everybody said. But it wasn't just. But it wasn't. It was crazy because like people was like texting about people like I just like maybe having a drink with somebody at a bar or something like that. Like, man, it's crazy about this rule parking thing.
Yeah,
Mind you, don't nobody even realize it. Like nobody's even really fazed by it no more now. But that's just what happened. But my real relationship was just nothing more than what I have with anybody else. Just
What
like
was the
yo,
parking thing?
They changed it where like you have to pay for all this.
you gotta pay more money. And there was like certain zones that you only can park for like a certain.
Like
period
if you
of
go
time.
down, if you went on a Saturday night with your girlfriend, you decide to go to Savoy and you park on Elmwood. Right now, for even this is just for the plows. They started this thing where November to April, you cannot park on Elmwood, Delaware, like all the main streets, from 1 o'clock in the morning till 7 a.m. Which, if
Where
you
you
live in
park
the
it?
city,
Yeah, that's
where are you gonna park? Like that's
the
my
club
neighborhood.
time
Right.
Listen, and if you live in the city, everybody's coming on our side streets too now. So I can't even park when I go home. I don't have anywhere to go. Like when I leave here, that's another one of the things. Like when I wanted to like record early, I'm like, yeah, because after 10 o'clock by my house, you can't ain't nowhere to park. I gotta park like 5 blocks over.
It was crazy
It's
because I had
ridiculous.
that conversation with he had the parking enforcer there. He had his other commissioners there, just like yo. I'm telling him like yo, I got a ticket for being parked in a regular parking spot. I'm like, he's like, well, we have this new thing with the snow plows throwing 1 and 6. I said, so you expect
Who knows
me
that? Who doesn't live
if
in
I'm
the
coming
city?
downtown at 10, 11 o'clock to leave the club, pull my car off of Elmwood, and then go park it where? You know, where am I supposed to?
So what you saying is you don't want us to come downtown at all. Like you want us to drive
Mind
the
you,
train?
then
Because they want more money drive through
And,
that.
that's what they like. Well, we want to encourage people to use the train. We encourage people to walk. So I said, yo, but if it's raining, if it's snow, who trying to walk 2 extra blocks or hop on a train? And there's only certain parts of the train that you can really get on that people feel safe. Like we're in the University District, but it's only so much parking. Downtown, it's only so much parking. And so ain't nobody trying to park at not really University, but Delavan or in. Damn sure not Utica. You know what I'm saying?
Damn sure ain't shit on Utica. Yeah, you can forget about it.
You know what I'm saying?
Italians, you can forget about it.
You know what I'm
Ain't much
saying?
shit on
Yeah. It's over. Like you try down Utica between 2 and 4 is guaranteed. you know, cops sit outside
Right,
waiting for these kids. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
drama period.
You know what I'm saying? It's just something. So, you know, that's really what it is. Like, I have no real like correlation. Like he came out a few times like support, you know, and visibly what.
But I seen you though.
What?
I seen you somewhere doing something like in like the building. You had a lot of people with you.
In City
A
Hall.
couple weeks ago or a week ago. What was that about? It was shit. You was with, it was like some big event where people were there with you.
Oh, that's the caucus. That's caucus.
Yeah.
That's caucus. Okay, so
Talk about it.
That wasn't here though.
no, that was in
That was
Albany.
in
No,
Albany.
Yeah, he said talk.
I don't talk about it.
So caucus. I encourage everybody that's black or minority to go to that. It's a super highly connected event. So it's this. They always add a different minority to it. So it's the black, Puerto Rican, Asian. Don't get me twisted. Something else. Legislative caucus.
Okay.
And what it is that, you know, you have all pretty much elected officials from city, county, state level, and more from all the cities in New York State come down to Albany and, you know, and network.
Yeah.
You know, then you have all these business owners and business developers and real estate developers, and you have pretty much anybody who's trying to make a move is down in Albany for that weekend.
When is that?
It's always the weekend of weekend of Valentine's Day. I always say weekend of Valentine's Day. So Valentine's Day is the 14th or whatever. It's always like that weekend.
You gotta get an invite?
No, you just go.
Oh shit. I'll be there next year.
You just go. So like,
Castle? To your wife. We're going to Albany.
It's
I'll be
it's
single,
def-
but you be wiped up.
It's
You
definitely a
come
hard
with
play.
me. We
It's
go.
It's definitely a hard play. But people come down there with their wives. Some people, you know, they try to get into Valentine's Day like before they go.
That's tough though. You got All-Star Weekend, you got Valentine's Day.
Fuck all that.
Okay, so
we going.
So you
You got this.
So you know, and I this is probably like my second or third time that I went down there, but and I was contemplating that because I'm like, man, should I go to All-Star Weekend in Charlotte? Should I go to Albany? And my boy said to me, he was like, man, I ain't getting no money in Charlotte,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
but
Fuck about
I'm
it.
about to get some money in Albany by making these
All right,
connections.
hold on.
Right. That makes
all right, so
more
what
sense.
about Valentine's Day and you with your...
So Valentine's Day was on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So you did it on Thursday. The weekend really don't start till Friday evening, Friday night. So, you know, do your thing on Thursday, and then
So, but hold on though. Some people say that Friday is the
that side chick's
yeah.
thing. I mean, she's got to understand. she's got to either she
gotta eat it?
Either she got to catch the
Hold on,
13th.
Sasha don't got no obligations though.
Yeah, she got to get how you get it. You know what I'm
I'll
saying?
put a ring on it. So if we going away for the weekend, then
You good?
You either got to get the 13th or you got to get the 15th.
I'll say, baby, we booking a hotel in Albany next year.
Right.
Talk about
But
it.
now it's just really good. So they have a bunch of workshops. It's parties. Let me rephrase it. They're called receptions, but they're parties.
Well, yeah, because it's networking and those type of events that it turns into like.
We're going.
Right.
We're going.
And it's great food. It's
You
close to
going?
bars. It's like you know. So it's dope. It's dope.
You
It's
going?
a good job. Like I did what I accomplished. I actually didn't leave like early. I got it down. I need to accomplish. I met some people I need to meet.
Mhm.
I had met some connections I need to have, and I
Bounced.
Right, yeah.
got out of there. You know, people went down there for certain reasons. Some people go down there just to party.
Right.
Real talk. Some
I
people-
really like how
That's
you're
like
maturing
any-
with your parties.
What?
Like
He
you're
mature.
grow with it. You grow with it. No, but you're growing. Like you start. It's like
Oh, hell
it's
no.
been, it's
You
been
don't-
business since day one.
Nope.
You're making money.
Nope.
And he grew with the
Nope.
shit.
Nope.
Now it's mature.
Nope.
Look, and he chose
Nope.
caucus over
Yeah.
All-Star. That's
Guess what?
maturity.
He don't know. He don't know. He don't know. He don't
That's
know. You see
mature
me?
shit.
I already got him in my sights. We're gonna get back to it, Daddy. Yo.
Business party, me and you can just
Yeah. We need to talk to him.
He's gonna be on the party part. I'm gonna be on the business part. Right?
Listen.
That's that.
Listen.
But when you really look at the landscape, not even like on like no political tip, but a lot of things happen at party drinking events. You know what I'm saying? You go to All-Star
It's
Weekend,
social.
like everybody goes to all the. I come to Dope Boy party. Everybody you don't want to go out there and
That's what I'm
stuff.
saying. Atlanta, like Atlanta, the strip club is the new
You know what I'm saying?
meeting office.
You know what I'm saying? But the real stuff is happening at, you know, the Nike events, the Supreme
Right.
events, all the executives. Is that the only people you want to be rubbing shoulders. I'm like, okay, I'm cool with having fun with all the athletes and the dope boys, the popping some bottles. We got some ass shaking in the air and stuff like that. But you want to be where the movers and shakers at, the ones that's writing them checks for them dudes that would really be at. So that's the move. Go to All-Star Weekend, get you connected in one of them a Jordan brand party or something like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that's the move. That they really be trying to make.
Smart move smartly.
Yeah. But I mean, they have equal fun. You know what I'm saying? They have probably more fun, honestly, because.
Believe me, I know. We were gonna go
because they parties be
I almost went there with Miranda
free
one
drinks
time.
and
Yeah, it's fun.
and free food and you go out of town to be 15 to me. You sat here in Buffalo. And I was like, yo, we at the hotel, bro. I'm like, this is 15 for a what? But we ended up finding this little spot called Jazz and A's. I'm gonna go there every time I go to Caucus now. Man, the drinks was like $3, $4. I'm like, oh, we in here. We ain't going nowhere. We brought everybody right there. The owner really legit. The party, it was supposed to. The bar was supposed to close down at 3. It was like a couple more people that was still in the bar with us. He locked the door. He said, "Yo, look, y'all can stay as long as y'all want. Just pay cash." Said,
oh, we in here now, maybe.
We here. So we end up like when we walked out. I looked at my phone like, oh, it's 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
so we got it. You know what I mean? And then we just everybody went back to the hotel, went to sleep, woke up, and then we just got right back to it. It was a brunch and some other stuff. So it's dope. It's a dope weekend. It's definitely a dope weekend.
okay. So,
He got to work that out.
I'm good.
Culture Visions,
We'll definitely
Inside Candy,
next week.
Console
I
Beats.
mean, well, not next week,
Next
but
year.
next year, yeah.
Put that time in now, like that one with the finale. You can make it. You can
Come
play
on,
it. Be
man.
like,
1,500?
huh?
15. That's what it costs.
No, it don't cost that much. Nah, you just
You're
get
going
your.
to Albany.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you how to play it. So you get your.
No. Let's talk about that off here.
Okay. Basically, get your hotel, and you can wig-wag everything else.
All right. So let's fast. No, let's fast forward a little bit further.
That's like today.
Yeah.
That's just like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
So birthday,
Right. Showed out.
30,
31.
31.
Yeah.
How's it feel?
Feel no different for me. I think. Y'all. How? Well,
You can ask a woman
I know, but I ain't gonna say that. But I think like in the 30s, I think you start to like evaluate things more. You know what I'm saying? Like you start to see, people around you and start to evaluate your situation a little bit differently. So like 31 was like, okay, just chill out. You know what I'm saying? What happens, and I actually had a great weekend. Not trying to do something. I'm just gonna chill, and then next, my friends wanted me to come out and have some drinks on the night before, and then this,
Friday.
Remember
I said I was saucy?
Yeah. Friday,
She don't tell us shit. She don't fuck with us like this.
Yeah. So Friday just ended up like people was like, yo, we got a bottle for you here at Soho, and then the next one was going, then we went to somewhere else, and then Saturday was my dad's birthday 2 days after, so we had dinner for him. And so it was just a bunch of it's something every single day, but it's great. I like it.
So life is good.
Yeah.
So let's get to your businesses. What do you have going on for you?
So I have a lot going on, but what I'm focusing on is key. So, obviously I'm in real estate. So I've been licensed in real estate for 5 years. I'm actually in my broker's course right now to elevate that, and then also getting into development. So really focusing on real estate big time. Cause even not for me, but I do want to be a big time player in real estate. Real estate is a big business. It involves everything. Everybody has to use real estate some type of way. If you wanna, get have a weave store, you need to talk to somebody who owns the building. That's real estate. If the Bills want to build a stadium downtown, there's real estate involved in that.
Right.
So that's that. And what we lack here in Buffalo is we lack a major minority development company. We lack a major minority real estate company. We lack a major minority a lot.
Sandra Race is what?
She's minority. She's minority. And she's doing great things. Mm-hmm. And then
I'm just thinking of other. I'm just saying that's about it though. I don't really know.
Rhonda Ricks is becoming a big time player.
What district she have?
Rhonda Ricks she's a developer. She actually has the Parkview that's over there on Best in Fillmore. And then she's actually behind the Buffalo Forest that's on Broadway. They're building that. That's Broadway and got the side street. But it's that big piece of land right there on Broadway. I think it's like 449 Broadway.
Okay,
like that.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, I know. So those are the two women, which is great.
Which is awesome.
Which is awesome. But we don't have that really playing. So that's one thing. Then really focusing on the brand for Buffalo. Outside of just being a festival. We are, starting to create other platforms for the artists. We have, a constant art series. We have this wine bottle collection that's coming.
Seen
up.
That looks so cool.
Woo!
So we have,
Yo,
There
where's
you
our
go.
bottle at, bro?
Yeah,
Like, we could have had the bottle right here.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying?
so
Give us the bottle,
Yeah,
bro.
so I definitely make sure y'all get one. We have they waiting on.
Don't worry.
So yeah, we waiting on the chocolate one to get in. We have so we have a chocolate wine, we have a red wine,
Yeah, I'm hitting him though.
White wine.
white wine, and then what's the other one? Moscato.
Look up. Listen,
Yeah, we got
if you need advertising,
got you. We
put
put
it
it
right here.
right on the table.
See it.
Right.
Okay. Go ahead.
So we got that. We actually have some I can kind of speak. We have some other platforms that would utilize technology and social media. That would be really innovative. We have.
I like the First Friday thing.
Yeah, that's the concept. That's what we have. Okay, so we have this thing called Arts and Beats, which is a First Friday event that we launched in February. We're gonna do it every first Friday in 2019. What it is, just a small piece of what we're doing at the festivals. We're featuring like 4 artists, a featured poet, a featured musician. A featured poet, featured artist, 4 performers. We have a food truck. We also have
Where is
poets.
this at?
This is gonna be at Imagine Event Center.
Where the fuck is that?
It's a new spot. Of military, 71 military in Amherst. They actually just opened up in the fall. This is definitely probably one of the better venues.
So this is happening this Friday?
This Friday. So each month we
Can you
doing.
get off, nigga?
I'll make it work.
Okay, so make it work.
I'll make it work.
We need to show up.
Yeah, so we have so each month we're doing a different. So last month was like an R&B theme. Also, we have, people would play the R&B category. This month is more like trap alternative style music. I'm announcing now because probably by the time when it's gonna go up?
Probably 4 o'clock tomorrow.
Okay, so we're announcing now. So then in April we're doing an all women lineup. So we're doing Vanzilla Joy, who's Beyonce's drummer. She's gonna be headliner. Lindsay Nix.
Lindsay's so dope.
And then Tavita, she's from Toronto.
Okay.
And then Heather Russell, who's also from Toronto. So it's 4 performers. And all of them obviously we all know like Joy's doing. She's like with Beyonce, but like all the other 3, Lindsay Nix, Heather Russell, and Tavita, are really about to blow. Then Lil Gabby, she's DJing.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah,
So you put this together. How long did it take you to actually get to that point to where you can be able to get these people?
So Both Love, I actually we started working on this in early 2014.
Okay.
Before we launched it not until 2017. So literally, and my first thought was to bring this large scale festival here to Buffalo, similar to what you would see with like a Coachella or something of that nature. But then as we looking at different venues, we're looking at Canal Side and different places like that. And then as the time was going, as we was playing, I'm like, yo, we got a lot of dope, upcoming, emerging artists here from the town. Like, let's create and give them a platform. Instead of bringing new people, everybody knows everybody, and then elevate that, and so that now when these people continue to blow up and so forth, they can circle the calendar for our date, and this then becomes the OVO festival where the people from the town like, I gotta be back in Buffalo to come back, So that's where that came from. So then as we were searching for venues, as you know, a lot of Buffalo's a very, very it can be a very difficult place to get locations. Particularly when you want to expand the music genre, So with some locations like, you have to submit everybody that you want to have perform, and then we have to basically okay them for certain genres.
So you get to pick who I have for my vision.
So it was from that to people, going above and beyond, trying to make us, go through extra paperwork and stuff that was I know from experience you wouldn't necessarily even do. I even seen people literally use segments of what we presented to them and try to do it. Canal Side did that. I've seen other people. I've read a newspaper. I've seen other people use our mission statement, put it in their mission statement for it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So we launched in 2017. So then we stumbled upon Buffalo Riverworks and Bold Flow, which it was a conversation piece. A lot of people, I love it because when I see people try to say they're looking at me like, the festival. I'm like, yeah, Bold Flow. They be like, how? They be like, how you so? we wanted to do it behind the name of Buffalo without being Nickel City or the Queen City, something so generic. So we just looked a little bit further in Buffalo, which means beautiful flowing river, which in French, which is when the French settlers came here and and the Indians were showing them, I should say, the natives were showing them around, and they landed upon Buffalo River. So this is a beautiful flowing river, and that's where Buffalo came from. So from that time, that's what Buffalo actually means.
So
I went to the first one. It was awesome.
Yeah, so we did that at Buffalo. So Buffalo River Works,
yeah.
Buffalo, and then from there, it went really, it was good. It was great, and then literally probably 2 weeks after that, Silo City reached out to us. And that's right there on Buffalo River. And when I met with them, it was like an instant connect, because it was like you have this facility that really, really wants to see something happen here, and really, really want to engage with our community and our generation, because it's a really historic site. A lot of people don't know it. The Silo City, the Silo is really meant to Buffalo as a whole, far as industrial period and so forth like that. So you have this industrial thing that's hosting this new age generation all in one, and then you walk and you like, what the hell is this? And and every you go down for other events, and the place just comes alive by itself,
right.
Just by the whole aura of it.
Okay. So shit. My last question is, Culture Visions want to be a part of that.
Right.
How do we get a part of that?
So this year we actually did it for the last 2 years, a podcast section where, our goal is to, when artists are performing or in between the performances and they pass them through, boom, they have an area to go and get some media content, because artists need that, you know what I'm saying? So artists need to have as many interviews as they need to possible, just like how, you asking, like, what's the EPK? There's a lot of artists who don't have that, and they have great music. You just, like, some of the kids can be like, what's the EPK? Right. Or what's a media kit? You know what I'm saying? You gotta really, like, coach them through it, like, this is what you have to have, because we're asking for this on the level. So, like, if you want to be a true artist, you got to have that stuff in line, because what if a Coachella come knocking at your door? What if, Governor Boss, you want them to take you serious, you don't want nobody, like, searching somebody. You want to right there for them, who you are, what you do, where can we find you? So that's what we have. So we have a few other podcasts that are a part of it. Y'all, we can create something that'd be really dope, so.
He gonna get that shit to you by Friday.
Yeah.
Listen, for me, when I built this wasn't supposed to be what it is right now.
Right.
This was something just to do.
Right.
And then once we figured it out, and I say this to them all the time, I was like, I knew I wanted a dope female to be a part of it. Like, you know what I mean?
It's like a piece of, like, podcast is dope because, like, and it's like just how the generations move. It's like people moving away from, not radio's still gonna be here, but it's giving other platforms and other avenues for people to connect and kick it and share. And you see more people tuning in the podcast because it's more relatable. You know, it's not that structured. But I definitely feel you on that. Yeah,
I moved into that and shit. I mean, I looked upon these two.
Yeah.
These two, I got lucky. Seriously.
That's dope.
You know what I mean?
They got the whole back.
Yeah.
Nah, that's dope.
Yeah.
They be having it on, I don't know, channel about your podcast. You know what podcast I'm talking about. Okay, so like Joe Budden on the podcast.
That's my nigga. Joe Buddy. Joe Buddy.
Because he loves Joe Budden's podcast and he always talks about it. And Cosmo be like, if you say Joe Budden one more time,
Joe Budden.
He'll edit that part out. That's not even what it says.
It's funny. No, that's good.
Because I know they be doing like the paintings and so forth behind it. Yeah. So I know they be doing that. But it's just like I tune into even like there's other local. I like tuning into podcasts, just listen what they got to talk about here, and that's how I like go back to your question. That's how do I stay connected with them people? Like I actually do my own research. I'm not like, oh, this person hollering me if I didn't come out. Like I'm actually listening to podcasts. I'm going out to music venues and watching them perform and seeing like, okay, is this and like somebody hit me up. I'm looking at their Instagram and saying, is this like? Because you gotta think about like when you talking about emerging artists, some people may not know who they are, but if they can click their name and they look branded. Bro, this person looks dope.
But that don't mean they're good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, okay, this person look dope, let me keep looking. But if you go to their joint, it just look all like out of place and even like the different filters, people in one picture may be looking all grainy, next picture may be all picture.
But I like it because some people are a lot of creative artists and they're so talented. Sometimes they're not into that. So there's all these like little underground people that might not have a huge following in the city that we don't even know exist.
Right.
And then you see them, you see that they're dope, and you at least even create that platform for them. Because
Right.
they might be doing stuff and just not have a ton of followers,
But
but they might do
It's
dope
crazy because
things.
they actually do. It's actually
They're just
it's almost
quiet
like the
about it.
opposite
Yeah.
because like what I've seen over like the last 2 years of me doing it, it's the underground ones that you really may not like. Okay, you may not really heard about them, and they're the ones that can bring 20 and 30 and 40
It's the
people
truth.
Right,
to come
right.
and watch them
I
perform. Then it's the
agree.
ones that you think that's that should be, and they be like, okay, well, whatever. But it's
Look
a
at
lot.
when Alexis used to do it.
Yeah.
People used to show up for those things. We used to be like, holy
They
shit.
have
like,
you have like all these little small followings that's a part of like this subculture, it's a part of this big culture. So it's like, when you piece all those together, then you have something really beautiful. So it's like just going out there and really like talent searching. It's like you recruiting, like just like with football, like you look in and you say, okay, this person's a big, this is a 4-star, 5-star recruit. This person, then you want to go out on the road and see who else is out there. Like the 2 girls that we got coming up next month with Tavita and Heather Russell. Like I knew nothing about them. A producer from Toronto's like, yo, I love what you're doing. We came down to the festival, this and third. Can we start putting some of our artists from Toronto down in here? Check them out. And I check it. I'm like, oh shit. Because like it was like the point like when you look, I'm like, oh shit, we ain't got 6 months or a year. Like that's how you look at it. It's like some people like 6 months to a year they're gonna be on a different platform just by what they're doing. Like because one girl had the rush. She reminds me a lot of what LMA was like 2 years ago. With doing like the covers and having the videos, and then as LMA came out with her song. Now she's all over the place now. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, and this is about expansion. Like we're gonna start doing some stuff in other places too. So
Okay.
yeah.
That's awesome.
So, that was my
That's
interview,
it.
man.
Yeah.
Interview. Yo, listen, Mr. Taylor.
I appreciate y'all.
Mr. Taylor came through, shut shit down.
I ain't feeling the Giants poster though.
I know.
Don't worry about it. This dude don't know what
He just
Picasso.
He just threw that.
Yeah, he
He's
don't
not
know what
even
he. Don't
a
worry
Giants
about
fan.
it.
He just
Nigga,
threw
he
it.
don't know what.
Yeah, I
Listen,
feel
the only
I
person
like
that
anything else though.
listen, the
I
only
like the
person,
West Side, I like that.
Yo, is he
the only person he fuck with is Jay-Z.
Yeah, you really do.
Okay, but I like this though. This
Yeah.
is local.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Help me out with this.
I don't know.
I don't know who the fuck. Bruce Leroy.
Oh, he's super. I don't know.
Is this West? Is that
No,
That's
West?
Picasso.
this is
That's Picasso. I'm saying, look at that. That's
That's
Benny.
Benny. That's
That's-
the girl that's with them.
That's
She's part of
shit. What's her
Griselda.
name?
Part of Griselda.
Oh, okay,
Keisha
okay.
Plum.
Keisha.
Keisha Plum.
Yeah.
Okay, I just heard one of her joints. You got
Yeah, some was it a local artist that got on those? Did those?
somebody actually painted
Yeah, they painted it.
local artist.
Yeah,
Oh, that's dope.
did all these.
Cabby something.
Oh, no, look at that up.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. I always like artists because that's my thing too. I like to buy a lot of particularly local artists. Yeah, so I like to do that. So I have like a collection in my house of just local artists.
Sweet.
That's
So-
just it.
Well, shit, listen. This is Ricky.
Yo, this Shane.
This is Siobhan.
It's Castle.
It is Lindsay Taylor. Appreciate
Right.
y'all.
Yo, this is our co-divisions, and we out.
Right.
Oh, that's dope.